I'm just gonna let this rip and see what happens when I just record this. Season 7 of the All-Star Call League is not going to be completed in the way that I originally had planned it out to. For those of you who have been keeping tabs on it for the last year, I originally planned to have the final season of ACL completed by this point. But a mixture of real life issues, my own sort of conflicting nature on what I want to do with my creative time, and also just in general my own sort of need to get to a point of completion with it have sort of left me in a state of limbo and really just sort of kept me locked on a certain area of getting it completed. And it's really just left me with decision paralysis more than anything. And it's really just been very uncomfortable to go back and work on ACL. And it's primarily actually due to the fact that, I'm going to be real here, ACL is no longer my primary focus anymore. There's been a whole bunch of other things outside of core that have been taking away my energy and my time and my focus. And I think I'm reaching a point, as I'm about to hit 30 this year, where I need to recognize that I need to actually make the tough calls now, more than ever. Things need to change, and that includes where I am sitting at in terms of hobbies. So, ACL's 7th season, at this current point in time, I am still currently going to be finishing up on and releasing the stuff that was leading up to and includes Crossroads, because all of that has been recorded. For the record, all of that has been recorded since December, mind you. So you all know where I'm at with this. But as for everything after Crossroads, it is probably going to be in the same manner that I did for the Road to the Grand Slams, for Road to Grand Slam 6. I have not yet decided on if I am going to be doing everything condensed into one video from the next Lioness Live event that would have happened after Crossroads, all the way through up to the Grand Slam, just simply so I can complete it, or if I'm going to do it in segmented blocks and do events with everything leading up to that fact. I have yet to decide on if that is the road I'm going to decide doing the rest of Season 7 on, but I felt it needed to vocalize this rather than just put it in an email or rather put it in a YouTube post, because you all need to know exactly where I'm at this point, and I feel like I can't just keep on giving these updates because I don't feel like everyone reads those post updates in regards to where I am at. And this gives me the ability to state out of character where I'm at, as well as tell you all the truth of the matter. And the truth of the matter is that I'm not as invested as I was a decade ago in CAW. And in all honesty, once I wrap up on ACL, I'm kind of just probably going to bow out. As a creative, absolutely, you might still see me around and everything like that, but I need to make it clear that it's very much coming to a point where I need to wrap this up. Regardless of how I end up doing it, it needs to end. ACL needs to fucking end at this point. 'Cause can't believe I'm about to put this out here into the world. When I am deciding to work on other stuff and my mind guilts me into saying, hey, you should be working on ACL. You said you were going to finish it. That is when I feel like it is no longer fun. And I'm going to be honest, for a myriad of reasons, 2K games not being all that good anymore, the inshitification of them being another thing, and honestly, the inshitification of CAW as a hobby as another big thing. I will maybe elaborate on that last bit once I have hit the end goal, and I can maybe discuss that a little bit more outside of like my creative. I'm not gonna say it's creative burnout. I'm more just gonna say that it's a sense of creative stalemate in a sense. But that's getting away from the entire subject. Point is, to save myself from rambling, Season 7 of ACL's back half is going to be in a more condensed nature. We are still going to complete this. I'm going to try and get it done sooner rather than later, but you will know when we end up getting to the end and when we start like pumping up everything. Everything after Crossroads is going to be that. I appreciate you all being patient with me again. Hopefully this will be the last time I have to make any sort of like major updates or anything like that. But thank you. I hope this shed some light on a few things.